Hello, everybody. Welcome back to UNC Esports, and we're here with another match of the UNC Blue Overwatch, playing in NACE Starleague. This is week 3. UNC is currently 2-0. We're up against
West Virginia University.
It's their club premier team, it says, which we think is their highest ranked team. So hopefully it's going to be a good match. Most of their team is GM1, so it's pretty similar to our team. And Lijiang Tower is going to be the first map. Control Center, it's looking like. And if I were to guess, UNC is probably going to bust out the Coralligator Junkrat.
Oh, that would be nice to see.
Yeah, it's his best hero. And this is one of Junkrat's best maps.
Yeah. Okay, here we are. We got, Coralligator Junkrat, ready to go.
Coralligator on the Junkrat. Got missed on the Symmetra, another one of his most played heroes. Craze on the Junker Queen, just running a pretty common rushdown comp. Lucio Kiriko support. On the part of WVU, they're running the Reinhardt comp. And unfortunately, Genji is going to fall. Reinhardt's looking low. Oh, Reinhardt and Symmetra fall to missed on the Symmetra from UNC.
It looks like they lost a BAP.
Yeah, they got to point first. They were just not able to hold it as well as UNC was. Especially with UNC crossfiring from the high ground.
Yeah, the defense and the effort was there, especially with the Reinhardt to provide the shield for their team, but it looks like it wasn't successful this time, but we see another push up.
Pushing into the turrets, dealt some damage. Miss already having the wall, able to keep the Reinhardt from getting healed and just, in general, let his team run down the enemies.
Yeah, it's not looking too good. We only have, let's see, now the team must be regrouping, but we were left with 2 supports there for a minute, not ideal.
WVU is also not looking too great in the ult economy, as UNC has only used 1 ult to win 2 fights. They just got a Tyre and Kitsune rush. Tyre's coming out.
Oh, there's the BAP ult from
Immore Field, protecting the team.
WVU.
Not going to be enough, though. Taking out the Mei at the very end of that fight, too. It's going to be very difficult for them to retake.
It seems like we have a pattern here. We seem to see the tank and the DPS are getting taken out, and for the most part, the supports on WV are left fine, but there's not much they can do by themselves.
Beat coming down to counter the Junker Queen ult. Junker Queen still getting in a ton of damage, weaving in these melees, dodging.
Okay.
The Earth Shatter from Reinhardt. Master Swood dropping the beat. Protect the team. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough, though.
Okay, we have a contested point from WVU. Oh, okay, they did it. This could be an easy take back for UNC, but
managing to cap. Craze still alive.
That's crazy. Oh, spoke a little too soon.
But not for long. Incredible longevity on the Junker Queen with the self-healing from the bleeds, and also just in general, the massive health pool amplified by the shout.
We got the Lucia wall ride. It's always nice to see. Yeah. It's like UNC Blue regrouping, ready to hopefully push for the last time.
Trying to push through the white room.
Oh, Coralligator's Tyre up in here. Oh, he got 2. Nice.
If I were to guess, he probably launched that Tyre from up above. That very top high ground above the point.
Yep. Always gets him by surprise.
Yeah. That's one of his favorite spots, especially. Bastionall coming out, not going to find anybody.
Yep. Oh, a nice
and securing the point.
Mind kill from Coralligator at the end there.
Pretty dominant performance from UNC. WVU is playing well, but it didn't look like they had the level of coordination that UNC did in those fights. Night Market.
Team comms look pretty similar, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, maybe considering some swaps, but
I wouldn't bet on it.
looks like they're gonna stick with it. WVU tried the Bastion at the end there to maybe deal with the Junker Queen. We'll see if it ends up working out.
Okay, we got a quick
See,
teleport.
both teams TPing on the point. And WVU having a pretty dominant performance in this first fight, managing to take out the entire team.
Yep, that was impressive. Our first
Yeah.
team kill of the night.
The Reinhardt managing to shield off a lot of the damage that UNC's team, especially since UNC couldn't set up a crossfire since they all TP'd on the point. And the Bastion, of course, being very powerful when everybody on UNC has no access to cover.
Yep, as soon as we can get them all in one room, Bastion really shines in its turret form.
Craze distracting for UNC while they set up behind the point. TP bomb dealing enough damage to Crowligator to get it finished off. Master Swed just gonna run.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. At this point, you kind of have to regroup.
Yeah. The Junker Queen did buy time for them to take the point for a little bit, so the percents are not as bad as you would think for the performance WVU has been having, but
Yeah, this seems like a pretty strong performance from WVU so far.
3 ults up on WVU. Mist going to mirror on the Bastion. Oh. See how this ends up going. The ult advantage might just be too much for UNC to get over in this map.
Okay, we got the Crowligator. Okay,
Ooh.
yep, I was thinking he might be able to come back from that. Looks like we got a
2
UNC sweep.
kills with the tire.
Second team kill of the night in favor of UNC this time.
I guess the ult advantage does not matter as much when Corraligator's managing to just get so much more from his one ultimate.
Exactly, it's something that I've seen so far with his performance is that his ult can really change the game.
TP coming out.
Did not last long. Well, looks like WVU has a sound barrier. So that should buy them.
Sound barrier and wall. Still not able to take back the point.
Yeah, that's not...
Ryan's coming up on Earthshadow, but Master Swid already has beat up as well.
Yep, here he goes. Should buy enough time.
Preemptive to stop any shenanigans that Reinhardt was going to go for. Beautiful performance from UNC that fight. Those last 2 fights, really. Despite being down in ults the first fight, they managed to still retake the point, which is very impressive. And then holding off WVU from even managing to touch the point in any meaningful manner in the second fight.
Yeah, that was a very clean second hold off because we got the pick off anyone that comes individually and just hold the point there.
Overall, pretty dominant performance from Craze on the Junker Queen. It is one of his signature heroes, probably besides Ball, his most signature hero.
I'll pick another Crowligator ult.
Just to keep them off a point,
Yep.
make sure there's no touch.
Perfect.
And beautiful performance from Corraligator. Next up, I believe we should have Control, or not Control, Hybrid?
Yes.
Okay. So, popular hybrid maps. There aren't too many. some teams like the more dive-oriented maps like Dorado. It's WVU's pick, so I'm not sure what they prefer really. It appears they prefer Brawl, so probably Kings Row.
Kings Row, yep, that's what I was thinking.
But after seeing UNC perform so well on the Brawl comp, maybe they don't want to take them to Kings Row, try something different. If they do, though, UNC with Craze on the ball and then 2 dive DPSs might just be able to contest them on the dive anyway. Numbani is the choice. Probably the least popular hybrid map. Least popular map in the game, maybe. Besides maybe Colosseo.
Interesting. Maybe they're trying to throw off UNC Blue.
Maybe.
A map we don't play that often.
Yeah, so probably going to see some dive. Ball isn't as good on this map, especially that first point compared to normal because it's a little harder to get behind them. But you can still get up to high ground, so maybe we'll see a different tank choice from Craze. Winston is very good on this map, especially at least the first point. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Looks like Numbani was not in the map pool anyway. So Eichenwald, Numbani, or not Eichenwald, Kings Row, and Parisio are the 3 choices. So
yep, I was
Kings
personally
Row,
hoping for a good old-fashioned Kings Row.
Very popular map, one of the most beloved maps in the game. No surprise they'd pick it. Although I would be a little nervous taking UNC to that after seeing the Junker Queen, Symmetra, and Junkrat pop off from the last game.
Even the Coralligator, I feel like on Kings Row you have some good high points for Junker ult, so...
Lucio also good on Kings Row. That's one of Master Sword's signature heroes, and then they compare that, of course, with... Usually it's going to be the Kiriko.
Yeah.
It's just... the default support line for rush comps, Lucio, Kiriko, if you aren't going for something special. Oh, we're gonna be going into Kings Row soon, and what are you looking for? If there's a sleeper pick for Kings Row, what do you think it's gonna be?
I would be interested. I don't think we're going to see it necessarily. If we could get a sniper, perhaps, because I know seeing the window up above there.
Yeah.
Or a Pharah.
You could see a Pharah, especially since they know Coralligator is a Junkrat player. It doesn't look like they're opting for that. Going for the Mei Bastion comp. Gonna try to wall off and melt down Craze. Although, interesting pick in the Life Weaver.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're not seeing that much of Life Weaver in the comp space in general, so it's...
No.
Oh, we switched to Lucio.
Okay, it looks like they went Life Weaver just to get up to the high ground there.
Yeah.
And then they switch, because you can switch on the edge there when you're technically still in the hero mode, and then Mei wall up. Going off the top. I've not seen this before. Very cool. It doesn't look like it really made much of a difference, though.
Yeah.
Still on the Reinhardt. Not a great matchup versus the Junkrat.
The Mei wall was pretty nice, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A good stall for a bit to get onto point.
Yeah, they've already taken 2 ticks. Really impressive. And Craze getting blown up from after getting walled off. Looks like they're just going to get a clean first take. Looks very different from the first point, or first map.
I think in large part that was due to strategy on the setup of it with the wall and the just pushing UNC off the point long enough.
This Mei is definitely helping break the Brawl mirror. It looks like Cameron might have been on the Cassidy because they were worried about Pharah.
Yeah.
But it's probably something like Mei or Symmetra's better, but he already has the ult up.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, not the best ult, but can definitely make some space, which is pretty nice.
Okay,
Tire
we got a
coming
tire
out,
on the roof.
up above, taking out the flanking Lucio.
That was a nice
Speaking of
play.
flanking Lucio.
Yeah, exactly. We have one of our own.
Reinhardt getting almost walled off by his own Mei, but Easton with the "you're joking" in match chat, very tilted about this tire. UNC only had to use one ult there. Both teams coming up. Actually, WVU's coming up on 5 ults, UNC on 4.
So we could see a very intense fight here.
Yeah.
Or a quick fight, depending on which ults are used.
It's looking like it might be more of a skill-oriented
Yep, going through the window.
fight.
Diving
Blizzard
in.
coming out, blocking in Junker Queen with the wall. It's like the fight's gonna be taken by WVU, walling off the Junker Queen and freezing him. Didn't even bother bursting her down though. On just opting to rush the back line.
Looks like UNC has no choice here but to regroup and let them take the payload for a little bit.
Yeah. UNC still has time to retake the payload. This is a very long push.
Yeah, the stretch right here before this next hit.
Window is going to make it hard, but bursting down the Reinhardt. Junker Queen coming out, contesting the payload. Miss going down. Nami being forced to go back.
Oh, looks like we got the Kitsune rush from UNC Blue here. Might give them an advantage in this fight.
Shatter up above. Baptiste 1 HP.
And we got the Coralligator on UNC's ult ready to tire, and then looks like once Bastion's back in, he could pop some of those bombs.
Yeah. Bastion ult, usually not very good. Especially compared to Tire, which is a very strong ultimate.
Oh, here it comes.
Wins fights
Let's
on
see
its
what
own.
Oh, not.
Is
Oh,
gonna
it got
find
Easton. It got Easton again. Sorry, Easton. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, Easton's
Yikes.
not too happy about that one.
I imagine Coralligator is really loving the salt coming from his tears, but
he's probably kicking his feet and laughing right now.
yeah. Junker Queen getting bursted down after being forced in the corner by the Bastion ult. Probably one of the best uses of Bastion ult I've seen that doesn't just end up getting a kill. Miss getting pinned down.
Let's see, Master
Swood stalling for some time, but not managing to get anything extra out of it. Looking like they'll probably just be able to push in all the way.
Yeah,
UNC doesn't have Junker Queen ult. Lucio died last. So it's going to be hard to retake.
Yeah, not quite sure Craze will be able to push up front, but... Oh, and we got the Mei ult, so now it's a little too dangerous.
Okay, Master Swood pushing in to the Blizzard. Managed to get out the Blizzard at least.
Yep, honorable way to die.
UNC is without any ults. The Bastion ult's coming up, but like I mentioned, not the strongest ult.
Kiriko.
Oh, Kiriko is pretty close here, you're right.
It's interesting, we have the BAP ult on the other team and Kiriko ult on UNC, so we could get some support ultimate kills, I think.
Yeah. Looks like UNC is just stalling out the wall, going in right with the Blizzard. This Bastion's so scary with the Blizzard.
Yeah, this is terrifying right here. He's
not able to get it though. UNC not killing the lamp in time, but they are able to push WVU off.
It looks like we got a Craze swap to Orisa here.
Yeah.
Maybe able to.
Orisa a lot better against the Mei that has been causing him so many problems.
It's like Easton's trying to get revenge on Coralligator over here in the background.
The B coming down to allow them to push forward onto Craze despite being at low HP. Tire takes out WVU's Bastion. UNC is left with just Lucio. missed on the Tracer, not able to touch. The Blizzard would have made it not very effective, though, either way.
That's a very interesting change in pace we got.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
WVU actually managing to push in, getting their foothold this map,
Initiate
and taking the map with 1 minute and 40 seconds left, which is a pretty decent time bank. Not a ton. It's definitely something UNC could surpass, but it would require a pretty impressive push. But UNC's been able to do it before.
I wonder how our team comps are going to change, if we're going to see any switch out from the defense to offense on UNC.
Yeah. Starting on the Widow. Okay.
There's the Widow I was talking about.
Mist going to look for a pick, a little bit of a cheesy pick at the beginning here, maybe from the high ground, or maybe he'll stick on it for a little bit longer. Coralligator still in the Junkrat. Overall, team comp still very similar. WVU still on their Rush Brawl comp with Reinhardt, May, Bastion, Lucio, and Baptiste. And the UNC, really, the Widow's the biggest change here.
Yeah, that's a very interesting change of pace from what we saw. I hope that he'll be able to get the high ground and
Miss taking some shots out, getting a little bit of poke, and just gonna switch.
yeah, I mean,
Didn't manage to get the cheese kill, so understandably gonna look to switch to something better
Like
with the
that.
team.
right back to Bastion. But
Yeah. Ashen, Reinhardt, two of Bastion, and it's pretty good against Reinhardt, as is, just a dominant performance from Coralligator. Managing to do so much damage. Even without Miss there for a while, they still managed to take up enough space to take the point. Basically as quickly as WVU did.
if not a little bit faster, I'm sure.
Maybe, yeah. Pushing up to make sure they can't recontest.
But that's smart. You don't want to give them any room, especially with their current composition.
Tire already 86% of the way there.
Oh, looks like we got Easton has switched to Illari.
Easton on the Yari. Interesting pick. Definitely pretty good with the Baptiste, but usually in this kind of comp you'd like a Lucio to run down the team, but maybe because of the Bastion they'd rather have the range.
Yeah, because Lucio's very helpful to get the initial push in, but new strategy. Oh, Iari's already up to 86% on the ult.
Very impressive. Lots of damage from that poke and just random healing from the pylon.
Oh, we got...
And matching on the Orisa too, notably.
I'm interested to see how Coralligator will use this tire. I mean, it's always the question.
Okay. Getting the mind kill on the Genji.
Orisa's down.
And managing to push away WVU with still 3 ults
Yeah,
up.
I was about to say, I don't
Only
think
using
we
the
used...
window. And the tire at the beginning of the fight.
But now we have the tire back, so it's almost
Or
like
did
it
they
never
even use tire? I'm not sure.
happened. I don't remember, so maybe if we did, we
Yeah.
didn't get any kills from it. But either way,
WVU coming up on 5 ults. You're definitely going to want to look to ult first, especially that powerful Yari ult.
here goes. Yep, here's the Yari.
Just going to ult the tank.
Okay. I feel like that's saved UNC possibly a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Interesting
Miss
choice.
getting a kill on with the...
Looks like it's almost a team wipe for
Yeah.
UNC to WVU. We're just missing you.
Praise tanking out the Orisa mirror. Yeah, UNC, very impressive push here. One of the longest pushes in the game, in the hybrid maps at least. And they're taking it
Didn't
with
feel that long.
5 minutes left. Once they got through that first choke point, they just managed to push so quickly.
Yeah, we didn't see the initial hold up over this last push that we did last match.
Blade getting one. And then
Two.
taking out two on the end. With Kurtzy's Bastion taking out the rest of the team.
We're just left with Craze here. Understandably trying to hold back for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Deflect from the Genji. And in fact,
WVU dropping the window.
looks like they're not trying to give up this fight very easily here.
Okay, window down. UNC just stalled it out. Dropping down their own window.
UNC definitely has the ult advantage right now, but
The deflected Coralligator shots, I think, through the window. Probably one-shotting. Yeah, that was a very big play from the Genji, managing to deflect through the window. That's always very scary. UNC using the bat ball, but not managing to win a fight.
and Iari's already has her ult back, so
Gonna have to look out for that. Genji fell to 1 HP, but didn't quite manage to die.
oh, we got the Coralligator tire here. Okay.
Tyre taking out Hub Stub.
Genji.
UNC dropping the beat.
Coralligator
Coralligator trying to getting the assassination.
Baptiste with the healing from above, always nice to see.
Yeah. Easton holding back, just trying to heal. And they take out Coralligator, who's in perhaps a little too deep.
Yeah, Hubstep here, almost with another ult. Last time that was a little bit deadly. Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good setup.
Get out through the Immor field.
Yeah,
Very impressive. Not even dying.
the Genji, VW's Genji so far has been quite impressive. A few very nice plays over here.
But is gonna switch out. In this last push, basically one fight will win it for UNC, and Genji's not very good without ultimate. So, going for the Ashe instead. And missed, going back on the Symmetra. TPing to take high ground. Ooh,
Trying to counter
massive
the
Ariel. But not enough. Nobody else could really shoot UNC. So even though he hit basically the entire team with that ultimate, the Ari ultimate was not able to find any kills.
Hubstep trying to get the snipes from behind, but didn't quite work as he ended up dead.
Yeah. The Ari being pushed back into spawn. Trying to go on the Tracer to stall. Manages to touch.
Kiriko from WVU.
Going to die almost immediately. And UNC is going to take this, but not with as much time as we thought they might have.
Oh, so that's a close loss for...
Well, they still got to play the tiebreaker, see who can push further. Time difference, 40 seconds. We'll see if this is enough for WVU. Yeah. So both the teams took the point fast. UNC got stuck in that choke point, and that might have been enough for it to take longer than a minute. But UNC did manage to also stop WVU on the first push, so hard to say just based on the previous experience who's favored here.
Oh, we got a soldier
Yeah.
on WVU. It looks like the only swap here. I think the ERI was working out pretty well for WVU, so
Yeah.
that
The
ult
Ari
is-
ultimates not actually working out as well as you would think, especially for when UNC doesn't really have a good way to eat it besides Arisa's javelin spin. But just the Ari in the neutral, those headshots that do like 125 damage.
And at times just having that ult, just the presence of knowing they could use it can be enough to change up some plays.
UNC doing another TP play. Craze getting hit down low.
Master Sword trying to get out here and regen some health.
Yeah. It's like he was trying to boop them off of that high ground. But the UNC's just going to TP onto them, taking out Hubstub's Soldier. Some great TPs coming out from Mist.
Yeah, strategic placement of the turrets from the high ground.
Ooh, turning around and immediately javelin. Very impressive. UNC needs to start taking this point. Ideally, they'll take out WVU just as they capture, so they have the most amount of time to push without being contested.
Getting Orisa off the point might be the...
Looks like they're gonna do just that.
Crazy's Orisa coming in and pushing back everyone in his path.
Yari's in a real bad position. It probably gonna get caught out. Yeah.
Oh, I was a little scared there for a
It
second.
took a while, but that was just the amount of time it took for the payload to push out of the initial spawn area. So maybe that was actually an intentional stagger. Could have just been missing though. Yari, very small hitbox per box.
Coraligator ult, probably setting up to use this pretty soon.
On the flank.
Yep, there we go with the...
Dropping the mine for protection.
Oh,
Tyre getting taken out.
didn't quite find anybody in time.
But does make a lot of space. Orisa ultimate. Not gonna find anyone. Orisa drops low.
So we have Master Swood in here doing what he does best, trying
Metro
to
ult blocking off the entirety of WVU. They've almost pushed to the end of this point. And Moorfield's duking it out. Bastion getting taken out. Symmetra traded back. Easton with the Baptiste.
Got the BAP switch.
Able to keep this Orisa for so long. Tank's just so difficult to kill.
We've got to miss-swap the soldier.
This is probably to pressure this Baptiste and Lucio. It's very difficult to kill Lucio with Junkrat. And it looks like that's the end. UNC managing a very impressive push though for only having about a minute.
And we got a Moira switch at the end of the game. I wonder if that will carry over into the...
Who was switched onto
Moira
that?
for UNC.
For UNC, okay. Maybe to get back to contest.
Yeah, but
although-
it was Snap Nap.
Oh, yeah, Snap. Yeah, the Lucio was already taken, so it might have just been to contest. But Moira Lucio has historically been a good brawl comp, although usually now Kiriko is preferred. So we'll see.
And Moira, personally, I prefer to play Total Mayhem, but I love doing the swap, just the fade in and out to contest a point and just hold it off for as long as possible.
Yeah, it is she is pretty good at stalling between the self-heals from her primary fire and her orb. And then the fade to be completely invulnerable.
For a considerable amount of time. Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like Snap Nap is back. We have a Baptiste.
Yeah, the Baptiste being very useful, making the Orisa even more unkillable, able to cycle those defensive cooldowns between
I carry my burdens alone.
the Fortify, the Javelin Spin, and the Lamp.
Looks like Hubstep has switched to
Farah.
Oh, yep.
Is
like
it
I
just
said,
to get up there? No, look. Actually staying on the Farah, no mercy though. Very strange.
Strange, risky, but possibly be worth it if he's able to dodge, but that's always hard. And it's hard to judge where those projectiles are going.
Yeah, UNC does not have any hit scan besides Snap Path on the Baptiste. So it's going to be very difficult for them to take out this Farah. But Snap is very good at aiming, so we'll see if it's enough. they're able to put enough pressure on the Pharah that they can't just stay in the air forever, though, without the Mercy. If they had the Mercy, though, I think UNC would just hard lose at this point.
Well, the Pharah Mercy is a deadly combo. It just looks like they have half of it, but I'm not quite sure if the communication is there to.
I just think they were just looking to cheese out with the Pharah. Maybe they were worried UNC would have a hit scan. They've seen missed on Cassidy and Soldier in the past, probably preempting this Pharah. So maybe they didn't want their support to be on Lucio. Clever turret placement, dropping Huff Stub, killing him. Very impressive.
The finish off in the Master Sword, but the turrets did a lot of damage in there.
That's the Symmetra experience, I guess.
Symmetra's interesting. It seems to be a lot of strategy.
Yeah.
With who's going to go where and just preempting that. Oh, we got a BAP ult down.
Yari ultimate, 5 seconds left. Will they be able to touch?
Master Sword trying to bop them off, boop them off point.
Not enough. They are able to touch, but they have 0 seconds left. If UNC is able to retake the point, they just lose. Baptiste has window up from UNC.
Second tick.
Looks like UNC is not going to contest. Are they?
Master Sword is trying to stall.
Manages to touch. And they are able to take out WVU's most of the team.
They have the shield, so it looks like this could be a
and
turnaround
that's
there for UNC.
Playing very patiently there at the end, waiting for those 2 ticks. And then recontesting right at the last moment when UNC was all regrouped with their ultimates all ready. Okay. After this, we're going to be getting into a quick break before the next map, which I believe will be Flashpoint. Yes, very fun. So we'll see you guys soon. Don't click out of the browser. Stay here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We are on...
Well, this is Jaden, also known as Humstead, replacing Nick. We are on Surabasa playing Flashpoint. We have both teams have an Arisa and a Lucio. West Virginia University, they also got a Genji and a Sojourn.
Looks like we both
Genji's
have
already
Sojourns.
going, trying to poke. Genji's trying to poke the back line, but he keeps getting back to knocked away by Arisa. UNC Blue is already getting split up. That is not good for them, and they had a good hold on the point, and now they already lost it. They might be pushing back, though. Nope.
Yeah, this isn't looking great for UNC Blue now. We have Craze out in the open, waiting for support. There comes the rest of the team. Easton on the point, just trying to pump out that healing for the rest of the team.
West Virginia had a good, strong hold on the point at first, and then they got backed away. UNC Blue making a good comeback in the opening minute.
So we're getting a little bit of a stall regroup in the back lines for just make sure the Arisa's healed for WVU.
West Virginia reset, pushing onto the point. Sees double T from Nami.
Nami window, will it be enough from the percent of point? At the point, it looks like it might be as we have points contested. Almost for one. Almost, yep, here we go. Taken for WVU.
Craze trying.
Coming out with a contest though.
Craze ult, might get a pick. Got Nami. Craze is just holding the point.
And we have a Hudstub Genji ult. So that was pretty deadly in the last game, but this time killing one.
Easton really killed her Craze with the boot. That hurts. A little disheartening to see.
Looks like we got a switch for Mist Soldier. I'm here to counter some of these. Arisa perhaps.
West Virginia captured the point. Got the point. Next flash point is up, but it looks like no one's heading towards it yet. They're all just trying to fight.
Get this down.
Missed getting a pick on the Baptiste. Yeah.
Pretty swiftly killed by that Genji though.
Looks like UNC Blue's just trying to keep them away from their point.
So we have almost a 4-stack ult on VWU. That would be quite interesting. We have 3/4 of the way to 3 on UNC Blue.
UNC making quick work, capturing the point. West Virginia's grouping up, trying to get a push in with their Arisa.
We might get a nice setup here with the Baptiste window from Nami and make way for WVU push on the point.
Genji deflected the Sojourn ult. Trying to get a pick. Did not get it.
Not quite, but one thing
Arisa 1v1 centered. Nami killing Asia or Easton. West Virginia's getting pushed off the point again. We'll see if they try to group up and push back, or Genji's going, maybe trying to get the back line.
It really looks like we're trying to keep Arisa off the point.
And as you say that, Arisa Kuda pushes right back on the point, gets a couple, not sure if they got any kills, but yeah, West Virginia just got shoved off that point immediately.
Looks like a possible swift comeback from UNC Blue. Next flashpoint is at the temple, it seems like. Going into this, looks like we have one ult per team, Soldier and then Soldier, so both DPS. Easton swap back to Yari, we saw a little bit of that last game.
I haven't seen much of Larry, so this will be a learning experience.
Oh, okay, we got Tactical Visor going, hopefully trying to... Yep, there goes
he's
Nami.
quickly trying to throw down a lamp, but not quite enough. He's trying to go and get the backline, but failed to do so.
Looks like,
Oh, I spoke
yeah.
too soon.
A little bit of tactical play from the Genji. It looks like we're seeing UNC is getting rolled by WVU.
Hola.
UNC going in from the side, it looks like here. Sound barriers ready for whenever they want to do their push. Yep, there goes the sound barrier. Oh, that was the other thing. Oh, here comes the Yari, y'all. This could be very good or very bad.
Immediately countered by the Lucille ult.
Didn't quite do much. We haven't seen Easton's Yari getting many kills, if any.
Up
with
step,
the ult so
taking
far.
Baptiste to his ult. Hub step getting another one. Sojourn also got a pick. Except Jiff clearing house. Ouch.
Yep, Jiff's getting somewhat sniped by Kuda.
West Virginia in the lead right now, 2-1 in favor of West Virginia. I don't know why I said that twice.
Looks like we're all moseying on to the next point.
Sojourn split away from her team a little bit. That might be a little sketchy. Now they're starting to group up. Reese is trying to poke.
So far, it looks like WVU's initial advantage on claiming point. Oh, I spoke too soon. I was saying it wrong. So you do have a contest.
Jiff clearing house once again.
Like WVU's almost gonna have their soldier in a row. I'll be able to see that pop here pretty soon. Yep, there it goes.
These are Reese's, man. They're gonna just tank all the hits. And they say as they both died.
Yeah, I was like, that was a pretty swift kill from Nami. And it looks like it was a hard fight, but at the end, WVU comes out victorious here.
Hello.
However, at this point in time, if we look at the ult, UNC does have ult advantage, numbers-wise. We have an ERE ult, but those haven't been too effective yet. It looks like right now UNC is trying to group up, come around the side with Arisa leading the charge.
Soldier,
A soldier
getting 3
taking
kills.
4, pumping out so much damage, killing everybody.
Jiff picking off the last 2.
First team kill of this map, largely in part due to mist. Very nice play there. Now let's see, I wonder if they'll be able to, how long they'll hold this point for, if it will be a capture or... Arisa ult might be coming out sometime soon for UNC Blue. Right now it looks like Arisa's mostly just trying to push them back and protect the rest of the team behind. Pops up with the Genji ult, that that has been deadly in the past. We'll see. Doesn't look like we're getting much. Yeah, no kills from that.
That's Virginia trying to make the push back on the point. Not going too well for them now.
Soldier from the side, killing Orisa pretty
in
easily.
overtime. UNC getting the points, 2-2.
Able to tie it up. Love to see an exciting game.
This last point will decide how the rest of the night goes. Well, either A, get to keep doing this, or B, get to go do homework.
I do love the soldier and slide.
It's so fun. It's also kind of stupid, but it's very fun.
It's very nice to get from flashpoint to flashpoint on these pretty close together points.
Honestly, I just like to bounce around.
Fair. Okay, on the flashpoint, it's
No one's quite pushing onto the point yet.
like
West Virginia trying to split UNC up.
looks like they're doing so effectively. You got 2 West Virginia on the point. Pretty easy claim. Largely due to the split up we saw there a few minutes ago. Oh, but now it's getting reclaimed by UNC Blue. Spoke too soon. Looks like WVU got a little too cocky, pushed off the point.
Hey.
We got Sojourn and Yari ults for WVU. Lucky enough to claim it back. But I'm not quite sure because we got Bap Window and almost Craze with the Orisa ult.
UNC Blue's just trying to get some picks on West Virginia before West Virginia pushes on a point. Looks like it's going decently well. Reese is once again having the 1v1 in the century. Alari going in with an ult.
Still no kills in the Yari ult. Traditionally a powerful ult. Has not been effective this any of these teams playing so far.
It's just a lot of trades on both sides. UNC's got at 95%.
Oh, Craze popping up with the 2 kills. The double
And
kill.
UNC takes the
There
point
we go.
and takes the win for the night.
Looks like we got some nice sportsmanship up in here. GG's.
GG's, GG's.
GG's all
UNC
around.
won the night, but they had to drag West Virginia kicking and screaming the whole way.
Yeah, that was not one of the easiest games we've seen. It was not a full wipe.
It's not the clean sweep that we saw last week. Well, those are some interesting games.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. I liked seeing some of the Genji's kills from the other team, and I don't know, we saw some interesting picks, especially on King's Row with the Pharah and the Widow. Neither really turned out, but they're both reminiscent of when I played Overwatch 1. You know, those were the picks I often ran into on that map.
Yeah.
The meta's very different, but it was nice to see that.
I don't have fond memories of Widowmakers on that map. They scared me.
Yeah,
They still do.
most of mine were of being killed. I was never a sniper, but
I always played squishies. So, yeah always ended poorly. All right. Well, I think that is it for the night. So we're going to wrap this up, I think. Everybody have a good night.
Yep.
See you next week.
Thank you so much for watching. See you later.